The Radium Girls, 1910s to 1930s. The Radium Girls were a group of young women working in the early 20th century in factories in the United States, primarily in New Jersey and Illinois, where they painted watch dials with radium-based paint. This practice eventually led to one of the most tragic and historically significant occupational health crises. Radium was a newly discovered element, and its luminescent properties made it ideal for creating glow-in-the-dark watch dials. To paint the tiny numbers and hands accurately, workers used a technique called lip pointing, which involved licking the paintbrush to create a fine point. This practice caused the workers to ingest small amounts of radium with every brushstroke. Initially, the radium industry downplayed the dangers of radium exposure and the harmful effects of radioactivity. However, as the Radium Girls began experiencing serious health issues, including deteriorating teeth and painful bone fractures, they started to suspect that their work was to blame. Undeterred by their employers, a group of these young women took legal action, which eventually led to significant changes in workplace safety standards and regulations. Their fight for justice shed light on the dangerous working conditions and led to groundbreaking workers' rights and health and safety legislation. The most famous case was that of Grace Fryer, who, along with her fellow Radium Girls, sued the United States Radium Corporation in the 1920s. Their legal battles received widespread attention, and the case brought to public awareness the hazards of radium exposure. It was later discovered that the radium had been absorbed by the workers' bones, leading to irreversible health problems. Despite the suffering endured by the Radium Girls, their bravery and persistence led to improved workplace safety standards, better compensation for industrial workers, and more awareness of the long-term effects of exposure to hazardous substances. Their legacy contributed to important reforms in occupational safety and health regulations and highlighted the need for corporate accountability in worker protection. The story of the Radium Girls is a lesser-known yet impactful part of labor history, emphasizing the importance of worker rights and the role of individuals in advocating for safer working conditions.